Charleston, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another SEC rival, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davidson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Beck. Got his man quickly. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Gonna look downfield again. Pressure coming. Pulls it in. It's Davidson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Handoff from the shotgun. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Scanning the field, it's Beck. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Looking for room. It's Tatum. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown Sooners. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Got the quick pass. Fighting off the defender. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And that's a first down.
Clemson set up with another first down. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davidson. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Here's the handoff. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
He'll let it go to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Got a man, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass, it's Beck. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for space, it's Tatum. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Release to the back. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And the Sooners will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Looking for a huge play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Now the play fake. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
They'll run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Got his man in the middle. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Davidson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Davidson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Snags it! They will score! Touchdown, Clemson!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Using his legs, it's Tatum. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Tries to get it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is Rock turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll give it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Unloads it left. And his throw is incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Using his feet to buy time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here. Let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Beck. That's caught. It's Hawkins. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Touchdown, Clemson. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. The give to the back. There he goes. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown Sooners. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Knocked off his feet. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Beck. Finds his man, it's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed on the outside, it's Moore. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And man, is that perfect time. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The run to the left. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the ground, it's Tatum. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. The play-action fake. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
To the tight end. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. It's Carter. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
On the ground, it's Davidson. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds a little space. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Might as well stick with him. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
Timeout.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They move on top here in the 4th.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful.